Hello, Uganda. My name is Mwaguzi Shadrack, your doctor from HealthTouch Uganda. And today, as part of the Hypertension Awareness Week at HealthTouch Uganda, I'm going to be talking about hypertension, defining it, mentioning the causes, and some of the risk factors, plus the different types of hypertension. Many people come and they say, I was told I have blood pressure. Or I have pressure, simply I have pressure, nina pressure. Bangambye mudwaliro nina pressure. But to start with, everyone has a blood pressure. But when it is high above the normal, or if it is low below the normal, that's when it becomes a problem. Other than that, everyone has a blood pressure. This blood pressure comes about as a result of the blood flowing through the blood vessels, exerting a force on the walls of the blood vessels. So just take it like water flowing through a pipe. As this water flows through a pipe, it exerts a certain force, the force which helps it go forward. As it goes through, it exerts that pressure. Because as it goes, or as this blood goes through the blood vessels, some of it has a tendency of wanting to go through the walls of the blood vessels, and as a result, it exerts a pressure. So simply that. So if it is so high, or if it is higher than normal, that's when we say someone has an illness of hypertension, where one has a high blood pressure. And if it is lower than normal, then someone has a low blood pressure. But as of now, we are going to be talking about high blood pressure. So when your blood vessels reduce in diameter, when the cross section of your blood vessels reduces, as this blood flows through, it faces a lot of resistance, and so the blood pressure increases. There are two components of blood pressure. We have the volume of the blood flowing through the blood vessels, and we have the resistance this blood faces. So those two determine how much of the blood pressure you will have, either normal, low, or high. What causes a high blood pressure? First of all, there are two types. We have what we call the essential hypertension, and we also have the secondary hypertension. Essential hypertension can also be called primary hypertension, and these two categories, primary hypertension or essential hypertension and secondary hypertension, have different causes. Primary hypertension, the cause is unknown. We are not certain. There is no substantial evidence. There is no proof. There is no research that has come up with specific causes. But there are factors associated. But what we say the exact cause is not known, is because it's not like everyone who will have essential hypertension will have those different factors. For example, a change in lifestyle, for example, a change in a physical change or genetics. Those ones can be factors associated with primary hypertension, but in themselves, they are not the exact causes which have been established. Why? Because you find a patient, for example, who has primary hypertension, but there is no evidence of genetic predisposition. There is no evidence of change in environment. Yes. And yet it is the commonest type of hypertension is primary hypertension or essential hypertension. Then we have what we call secondary hypertension. And this secondary hypertension can be caused, what we call it secondary is because one needs to have a certain condition that can be looked at or established, and then it is the one which gives rise to their hypertension or high blood pressure. So some of the conditions which can give you high blood pressure, which is secondary, can include congenital heart diseases. If one is born with a certain heart disease, there are chances, or it can cause them have hypertension. If someone has a kidney disease, it can cause them hypertension. If someone has a condition we call obstructive sleep apnea, whereby when they sleep, their airway is obstructed and they have a difficulty in breathing, that one can cause them hypertension. When someone has problems with their thyroid gland, they can have hypertension. When you have problems with your adrenal gland, you can have hypertension. Certain endocrine tumors. Endocrine means tissues or glands that produce hormones, but then if you have a tumor within those tissues or those glands, it can also cause hypertension. There are certain illicit drugs which are used by people that can cause hypertension, but there are also other medical drugs which you can use, and as one of their side effects is hypertension. Those are some of the causes or the secondary, the causes of secondary hypertension. What are some of the risk factors? Risk factors, I mean those factors, all those variables which can increase your chances or one's chances of becoming hypertensive at any one point in time. One, we have age. As one increases in age, the chances of becoming hypertensive also increase. When someone is above 65 years, their chances are even higher. So age is one of those factors. Number two, we have race. People of African origin have a higher chance of becoming hypertensive as compared to people or to the whites. Then we have smoking. People who use tobacco, either chewing or smoking, it can increase one's chances of becoming hypertensive. Then when someone abuses alcohol, excessive consumption of alcohol can increase your chances of becoming hypertensive. There are certain chronic illnesses, like I mentioned earlier, among those causes, secondary causes, which can also cause hypertension. For example, diabetes, for example, kidney illnesses, obstructive sleep apnea, they can be risk factors to getting hypertension. Now, high salt intake, in here I mean sodium chloride. When you are eating food with a lot of salt, your chances of becoming hypertensive can increase. Then when you are eating a diet with low potassium, yes, it can also increase your chances of becoming hypertensive. Overweight and obesity, these are also key risk factors for hypertension. We have stress. Every time someone is stressed, their stress is also transferred to other body parts, including the heart, and the demands of the body will also increase, and it will predispose you in the long run to hypertension. Family history. There are people whereby in their families there are people with hypertension. So if it tends to run in families, even you as a person from that family, even before you get hypertension, you may be at a risk because of that family or predisposition. We talked about drugs. So those are some of the risks. Lifestyle, sedentary lifestyle, which also connects up with obesity, overweight, they are key risks for hypertension. So in our next episode, we shall be talking about some of the symptoms, the things you feel in your body, and are supposed to point you towards hypertension or high blood pressure. And for more of these videos, just hit the subscription button, the notification bell, so that every time we upload a new video, you get a notification. The whole of this week, we are going to be sharing components about hypertension, and if there is something you've always wanted to know about hypertension, this is the time. Our consultants will be there responding to your inquiries, placing your inquiries. You can join any of our WhatsApp groups where you can easily post a question and it is responded to instantly, or you can visit our website on www.healthcoachug.com and place in your inquiry. We shall be responding to them. My name is Mwanguzi Shadrach, the doctor from Health Coach Uganda. Follow the light.